Good morning, Mercury retrograde. My camera is not working, so we're going to do this the old-fashioned way. I want to share with you today about the practice of lion's breath and Agni Sara. This is a long-standing practice that I return to over and over again to stoke the digestive fire. So throughout my life, I have had to support my digestion. It's like one of the systems that goes out for me more easily. So if you too need to support your digestion, then I suggest trying lion's breath and Agni Sara. Now, you may have done lion's breath in yoga class, but I've always been pretty unimpressed with the lion's breath that happens in yoga classes because it seems like everyone's trying to be cute, and lion's breath is not cute. It's not cute. It's kind of gross. Um, and you may or may not have tried Agni Sara because it's maybe considered a little bit of an advanced yoga practice. So it's best to have your feet hip or a little bit wider distance apart. And then you're going to bend your knees and support yourself on your knees. I don't know if this is the best outfit. You're not going to be able. I'm gonna turn to the side eventually so you can see what's happening when I do the Agni Sara. But we'll start with lion's breath, okay? So obviously you want to be like in a relaxed state and have your breathing be regular before dropping into this. So somewhere in a morning practice, or even like while you're cooking your lunch, and you just have a couple minutes, you can do this like right before you eat to stoke the digestive fire and support the whole process of digestion and elimination. Okay, so for lion's breath, you'll take a deep breath in. And then exhale with the tongue all the way out. And you're going to make like a roaring sound in your throat. So you can see what I mean. Not cute, kind of gross. So you really want to get that like growling sound happening in your throat. And what that's doing is it's going to like move any mucus that's stuck in your system. Oh my God, I had to close the closet doors. Okay, so any mucus that's stuck in your throat is going to start moving. And you can also notice how like at the end I'm like really pressing to get all of the air out. So let's do it again. So nice, long, slow, deep inhale. So it's probably not normally what you're doing to get like all of the air out of your lungs, to squeeze all of the breath out is really cleansing and resetting to the whole system. So unless you're like purposefully breathing all of the air out, there's always like some old air that's sitting in the system, and that's decreasing your ability to take in fresh air and oxygen. Another thing to note is that when you are finished with the lion's breath and the exhale, you don't want to like breathe in like that. You want to like allow a nice relaxed transition from the out breath to the in breath. So let's do it again. Nice, long, slow, deep inhale through the nose. So you slowly and gently release that pressure to bring the air back in. All right. So typically I just go from a lion's breath right into a round of Agni Sara. So I'm going to switch to showing you that. practice now. And Agni Sara is basically, once all of the air is out, then there's Mula Bandha root lock, where you pull up the perineum. There's the throat lock, where you kind of pull your head back, and this little part kind of sucks in just a little bit. And then the belly lock as well. And so what this looks like is making the belly concave. So once you get all of the air out, you pull all the locks and suck the belly in. And what that's going to do is massage all of the organs of digestion. Okay, I'm going to do it like this so you can hopefully see what I'm talking about. Here we go. Once you get your belly pulled in and you're comfortable with that, you can sort of start moving things around side to side. And there are advanced practices where you're like rolling your belly, like belly dancing moves, while all the locks are in place and your belly is totally sucked in. So again, what that does is it compresses all the digestive organs and allows it's like an internal massage. So you're massaging all of the digestive organs and supporting them to like move and express and, you know, move in the direction of elimination. So I like to do the practice at least 3 times, often more like 9. So you could start with 3 rounds and see how that feels, and then move into doing more rounds. And ultimately what I end up doing is I just do it as many times as it feels good and full. And then there's usually a point where I'm like, okay, I'm done. That's good. But typically like sets of 3 and 9 is a nice full number for rounds of practices like this. I do want to just reiterate that you don't want to be putting so much pressure on your system that it feels like you have to escape at the end of it. You know, you want a nice controlled release of the locks and releasing the belly before you start inhaling. Lion's breath and Agni Sara is one of the practices I share inside the annual spring cleanse cohort, which starts soon. So if you are feeling ready to release the weight from the last year, whatever you might be holding on to, whether it's emotional or in your intestines or unwanted weight on your body, all of these things can be addressed through simple cleansing practices that include, you know, tending to the physical body in ways like I'm sharing here, and modifying your intake, what you're eating, and including folk remedies and herbs and natural substances that really support cleansing the body, moving into gentle detox in an appropriate order. And one of the like incredible benefits of doing these physical cleansing processes is that it also brings identity and personality to the fore for refinement. Yeah. So we're going to be doing some refinement and supporting the body to cleanse in line with the natural rhythm of the spring energy, which is really supportive to cleansing. Yeah, come join us. You can find the link in the description. Let's try it one more time. I'm going to turn like this. This might be an even better view. Okay, so again, nice, long, slow, deep inhale through the nose with the belly soft. And then slowly releasing each of the locks before inhaling. And when you're done with a round of lion's breath and Agni Sara, then you can just take a couple of long, slow, deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth, or in through the nose, out through the nose. And then go on your merry way and enjoy your meal and your improved digestive fire. Agni. Agni means fire, it's the fire of digestion. Agni Sara stokes the digestive fire. Lion's breath supports cleansing and elimination. And the combination makes an excellent, quick practice that you can do any time of day to support your digestion and elimination, and especially before you eat. Okay, I hope this serves you well and you enjoy and reap the benefits, and blessings on your way.